Yeah, hello and welcome to our short video for Doko Manager Pro, our managing tool for Doppelkopf games. And yeah, I've chosen the simulator to show that, or to record this session, because it's much easier here. Okay, I've now started Doko Manager, and I've previously started it and changed the language to English. So that it match this session here. Okay, the main screen you see here, we have some players, because Doppelkopf is played with 4 players, and if you click on one of these players, you could select each player here. But at the moment, because Doko Manager is working with player profiles, and we haven't set up any profile here, we need to do that first. So for this we need to go to the player manager, and if we click on here, you can add a player, and add a player name and an avatar image and an own image here for this player. Usually this is done by just clicking on add new player, and then we can go up here and give the player a name. We can select one of the avatar items, images, and we could select here a real avatar image. This is usually added by importing it from your image gallery on your iPhone or iPod Touch, or could be done with a camera, but yeah, the simulator doesn't have a camera because the icon is not here. If you have it on your device and there is a camera, you will have the camera icon here. But for now I need to skip that here, because what I like to do is to show you this software or this app. I have a function where we could enter some test data. So I will leave this player manager here, and I will go to the settings view, and what we only need for now is here, this button, because this button will create sample data. It will create players, game days, images and all that stuff. Yes, I want to continue here and go back to the main screen. Now it's much easier for me to explain what really happens here. So I go to one of these players, click on here, and now you see, oh, we have lots of player profiles now in here. I go to the player manager, back again, and say, okay, now we want to have a new player. Click new, and then we go up here, and again it's Peter, and we're selecting an avatar image, and we're selecting one image for Peter here, one of his photos. So if this is selected, we just say done, and now we need to save that to our player profile. So just click on here, and then if you scroll down, and Peter is here. Yeah, so this is what we have selected for Peter, and we have as well others, and you see it will be automatically update the player images and as well the avatar image. So if I now go back here and leaving the player manager, then we are back in the player selection. You have 4 players, and just select the player you want to assign, and then okay, let's go. The first one is Malek, the second one is Peter, the third one is, let's say, Sarah, and we have player 4 today is Uwe. And now all of your players are selected, and we can go to the main screen, and now we can start. So the cards are dealt, so the dealer has done his job, and now we can press start here. And in this screen you need to select the game type and the announcements done for the players. Let's assuming this is a easy start, so we don't have very much special, so let's start the game. And then the game is done, and at the end you need to enter the result. And let's say simple game, we have 135 points, and yeah, we have played against the Queen of Clubs, so but the Queen of Clubs has won the game with 135 points. If you unselect this here, in that case you mean the contra team has win the game or won the game, and yeah, this is how you choose which party has won the game. And on here you can add special points, like the last point with Charlie is an extra point, or if you have catch the ace, and yeah, just in this case we get it down to 0 because we have non-special points. And if we then go to save result, we say okay, there's something wrong here because it comes up with a sign. Yes, we need to enter who has won this game. And if we then press save result, we are back to the main screen, and now you see okay, Malik and Peter has done it. Both of them are now the champions because they have 1 point each, and the losers have -1. And have a look at the colors here, because we are working with some statistic graphics, and these are the color matching to the players within the statistics. Let's do another game. If we again start, and let's say this is a solo game, and you need to select your solo player, and it was Sarah in that case, for example. And yes, we say okay, no, Sarah will not do that, so click on contra. That means the partners without Queen of Clubs will win the game. And press start game, and then you will do what you need to do, play your game, try to win it, and at the end press stop and enter the result. Again, if you have, for example, 82 points, the losing party has 82 points. But we need here to enter the winning party, the higher points. What you could do is just swipe from left to right, and it will automatically calculate that on 240 minus the points, and will update the game points here. In that case, because it's a solo, you can only select 3, the contra party, or the Ray party, which is Sarah in that case. Let's assume she has made this deal and she has 1 extra point at the end. If we're saying save result, it will now triple the points for Sarah, so that she got new 15 points, and will come now from her -1 to +14. We see okay, she's not champion, she's the next player who will deal the cards, and she has played 1 solo here. If you play with duo solos, you need to know if everybody of these guys or players has 1 solo at least during the game. So let's start another one, and I say okay, we have marriage, so one player owns both Queen of Clubs, and we have 2 Ace of Diamonds, and these are in that case the highest trumps. So you need to be careful, these are special words, and so it's not everything what we're talking here is purely DDV rules, which is the Association for Doppelkopf in Germany, and these swines here are usually not, and as well here poverty of Trump is as well not following these rules, but it's very often played in private areas, so this is why we have it in the game. So let's say, okay, we are starting the game, and for a marriage, the first one, the next trick which is catched, this one is the partner of this marriage. And let's say you have found a good partner here, and you say, okay, we are sure our contraparty will not get 60 points. Okay, and we start the game, and then it's done, and maybe with luck we go to stop, and yeah, the result is 54 for the losing party. Just swipe over it, and the winning team has 186 points, and we have in that case 5 points for this scenario here. Okay, these both has won the game, and we just save the result. So okay, Sarah is still in front and still the champion, and Uwe is the next time the dealer of this game. If you want to have a look what's going on, you can have a look at the statistics, and here you see all the previous games. So we have 3 games here. The first one won by Malek and Peter, the second one was a solo, it's shown here. It was Contra as announcement, and the Reparty has won the game. So this is the result is always shown here, so you know Sarah is the champion. She has the most points in the plus area here, and here's the minus area, and so player 1 and 2 both on the same side with minus. And these white lines are showing all previous games. So that means Sarah was always good. She was only a small bit in minus, but then it goes better and better. So this gives you a good overview, and in the Pro version we have the possibility to save this image to the image gallery of your iPhone. What you could also do is you can just click on one of these games, and it will give you all the details for this game. So in that case, Sarah has made a solo, the winner was Sarah, the dealer was Peter, and she's getting 15 points here. So the game points are 5, but because she is a solo player, she gets 15 points. The result was 158, and the money value, which is sent by points, is 50. Good. If you click anywhere, you can close it, and at the end, if you have all your 24 games or 20, it should be divisible by 4. But if you have finished this, you can say, okay, we want now stop this game. All the statistic data is anyway saved in the Pro version, so you can say stop, and now everything is empty. Back again to the main screen, everything is empty here. You're just starting a new game day. If you want to have a look at the statistics, which is a very special feature of the Pro version, you can just click on your player image and just going to the player manager, and if we can then go to, for example, Malik here, you have this blue arrow, and if you click on that, you see all the details for this player. So you see at the bottom right, Malik has done 51 games and she has won 23 of it. So the total points are 11, and the 110 is her cash account. So if you're playing with cash, she has done 6 marriages, 2 of them won. She has 3 solos, all 3 solos are won, and so you have gone through all these informations for this player, even how the image name is what we have imported into our app. Okay, if you click anywhere else, it will close that down. And just one additional information, because we are working with images. If you're not happy with your images because maybe it's too small, because you have make a picture where the person is quite small on it, and we are reducing it in size. You can go in here, and this is the Explorer, the image Explorer, and you have a list here of all images imported, and if you swipe from left to right, you could delete this image. You could only delete it if it's not assigned to a player, or if you delete an assigned image, it will be replaced with its avatar image so that you can see something there. Good. Going back to the main screen and have a look at the statistics again. Here are two statistic summaries of all games you ever done. If you click here on the player statistics, you have a list of all player profiles, and it's sorted by amount of games at the moment. So you can see here Carsten has done 64 games, 64 done, 29 1. So the red bar is 1, always 1, regardless of what is what we are just showing here at the moment, or its game count. But you can even go in here and select any of these selections. Let's say we are looking for solos. Click on solo. It will sort the list again, and we see, okay, Sarah has 51 games, and she has 7 solos, or 6 of them are 1. And all the rest of the icons are based on these values on the top player person here. So 6, 1, and that means Melek has 1, 3, so she ends up here. So you can always compare these blue and red lines for each player. And you can do that as well for any other, for example, game points, or how often they have swines, whatever you like. If you click on one of these, it will come up with a more detailed statistic where you can see, okay, Melek has done 51 games, the red bar, 39 normal games, and 3 solos. And so over this way you could see a bit more details over the games. And if we are leaving this, we have done absolutely the same story above game days. So here you can see, okay, this is the game we have just finished, 3 games only. This is the game day, and what we have not done, before you stop a game day, you should enter a game location. We haven't done that, so this is the reason why it says game on the 10th of December. But here we have done it correctly, where the game day was happened. And you see on the top, this is currently sorted by amount of games, and you see, okay, here are 24. We've done 24 games, and if you click on each of them, you have the same statistic as for the player, but now for a game day. So this game day has 24 games. From this 24 games we have 14 normal games, 3 marriages, 5 solos. So just to have an overview what really happens here. And it's the same story as with players. You can say, okay, solo games, and then you see, okay, on this game day we have 5 solo games. On this game day we've only 3. Yeah, and this one too. So you can sort it by as well other values here, however you like. Good. Going back, this is the statistic features. At the end, we have added all the rules, and not sure why it's not showing something here at the moment. In the real game, because I don't want to record the video again. In the real app, you will find and if you swipe on over here, you will find all the DDV rules, so you will find all rules, and you find the full manual of this game in this view. And if you click here on more infos, shit. Okay, now let's go to the rules section here. If you click on that, you can see that we have added all the game basics, all the rules for the game within the app, and you can select that just by swiping on top here, and you will come at the end of the tactics glossary. You will come to the manual, the online manual, where you can see how this tool is, how to work with this tool, and everything is in here. Additionally, if you click on more infos, you have the possibility to send a mail to me as a programmer, and you could as well for sure rate the app. I don't want to do that as rate me pop-ups, something like that. I hate that, but you have the possibility here to go directly to the review section on Appstore. Okay, if you click anywhere, it will leave this, and then you can go back to the main screen. And the last thing is the settings area, and the settings area is you can change the language from German or to English. Here we have an export section where everything what is in the app is all the data, all the game days and the player profile data. Everything is added to the mail as comma separated text, so that you can insert it or paste it into Excel or similar table calculation programs. As well, we have added all files as pure files, even the images, so that you can use it for any further statistics. If you keep the display active, that will mean we will stop the display lock to become active as long as our program is running. Point calculation, we have in the point calculation, you can, if you do switch that off here, you need to enter your points and the game result after each game. This one here is for the cash calculation. So currently we have added 10 cents per point if you are working really with cash money on these games. The last thing is here we have already used this one, which added sample data. Before you start adding your own data, your own profiles and your own game days, make sure that you will delete everything inside here. So just click on that, continue, and that will delete every file in our program. It's like reinstallation something. And yeah, the last option here, it will switch to a special admin view where you can delete some special files on your own risk, but you are able in the file explorer, which is integrated by selecting the images. You can select every file in our app and delete this. I will not show that here because it could, if you use it without care, you can really destroy lots of your data. If I now go back and go into selecting one of these players here, then you will see that this list is afterwards empty because we have deleted everything here. Good. Yeah, so for now I think that's all. Thanks that you have the time and spend these few minutes, and have fun with Doko Manager. Thanks and bye.